I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it.
Boom. Right.
And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like you gotta picture where I came from. I already done enough.
The mega fight, that dance with destiny, is nearly at hand. And with both superstars in the fine-tuning stage, secrecy is crucial. That's why Davis made sparring the most important element of any camp, off limits to cameras. But his team's visible confidence hints at his readiness.
Hey, you having fun, ain't you?
They say pressure turns coal into diamonds, if that's real. Gervonta Tank Davis is walking around like a human jewelry store with taped fists. This man didn't stumble into violence. Nah, violence filled out a job application, and Tank hired it full-time with benefits. The clip opens like he's narrating a gritty prestige documentary titled From Hood Chaos to Knockout Physics. And I swear, the man delivers it smoother than a pastor passing the offering plate. Tank talks about drive the way normal people talk about oxygen required for...
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
Dangerous if you run low. Some fighters milk their pain for sympathy. Tank turns his into premium unleaded and floors the accelerator. He walks into camp like life still owes him a favor, and every punch is a collection notice. He's not stepping in with Jake Paul for clout. He's stepping in to silence doubt, delete critics, and humble every "he's too short" meme from some Wi-Fi warrior in his parents' guest room. The cold part? There's zero theatrics.
You gotta have confidence. The crowd, the hype. I don't know what type of person Frank are. I could tell body language. And I would see it. I would see it if he's nervous or anything like that inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
No motivational music, no Instagram filter, just quiet danger. He's not begging you to believe. He's informing you like a man reading your future off a clipboard. His philosophy? Comfort is a trap. Struggle is the patch upgrade. Success is suspicious, inspected for flaws. Most fighters relax once they make it. Tank treats success like day-old pizza nice, but he's still starving. Watch him train and you don't think he's preparing.
Remember, you need a performance of your life. The whole world will be watching this like that.
Hold on, yeah.
Big stage, record audience, millions watching. For Tank, this is nothing new. But it's not exactly the same either.
Think who signed up for this smoke voluntarily? By the end, you stop asking if Tank can scrap. You start questioning how physics allowed someone to evolve with that mindset. And somewhere in a film room, Jake Paul definitely paused the tape like, "Bro, is this a boxing match or a life lesson I didn't..."
I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose, so it's gonna make for a good fight, man.
How anticipation smells like sweat, social media salt, and fresh fight night money. 2 weeks till Davis versus Paul, and the combat world is acting like somebody opened the gates to pure chaos and yelled, "No peace, no logic, bring popcorn." The energy right now? Absolutely unhinged. Fans are arguing like their mortgages are tied to the outcome. TikTok coaches acting like they've been ringside since the Hagler days. And suddenly, every ex-fighter remembers they have a microphone and a hot take. We've reached the stage where theories stop making sense and start making drama.
I just want to see Tank fight Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, all the fights, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's Tank, you know, as a world champion first, he should give us those fights. Because those are the fights I want to see, not taking anything away from the fight with Jake Paul. I know it's going to be a big fight with big money.
Jake has insider judges. Tank's secretly charging up anime-level power. This is phase 1 of the combat cinematic universe. Only one of those is confirmed, and yes, it's the cinematic universe. Obviously. This isn't hype, it's caffeine-induced pandemonium wearing boxing gloves. We haven't seen sports media lose its collective grip like this since...
It's not really, it's competitive to the point where it's not really about the skill. It's about the size and the skill. You know what I mean? Because Tank is way smaller than Jake Paul, you know, but we know that if he lands a good shot, it could be over for Tank. But also, in my opinion, Jake Paul is so big that if he lands the right shot, maybe if he lands in the back of the head or in the side of the head, it might...
You know what, as a fight fan, I don't like the fight. But as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of...
Someone thought handing Logan Paul to Floyd was a reasonable Saturday activity, and the internet just evaporated rational thought. Every clip, every sweat bead, every grainy gym video is being analyzed like it's the Zapruder film, and the fate of history rests on frame-by-frame breakdowns. Even the casuals are all in. Grandmas who haven't watched a match since Tyson decided teeth were a strategy are texting, "That Tank fella has menace energy." Meanwhile, Jake fans practicing excuses in the mirror like, it's not about belts, it's about revolutionizing audience ecosystems.
That's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul's a threat.
You know, like you're a bigger guy, you could take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If grandma had a mustache.
That's not really your grandma.
Yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, no, it's on the up and up. I hope.
Sure, buddy. 2 weeks feels like 2 geological eras. And honestly, perfect. Because this isn't just a fight. It's gladiators meets meme culture, myth-making meets livestream chaos. Lines are drawn permanent marker bold. In 2 weeks, one side's eating victory wings and talking loud, and the other is suddenly claiming, "I always respected both fighters actually, like the algorithm forced amnesia." The theme of the segment, comfort is a luxury, hunger is a lifestyle. The narration doesn't just dismiss comfort, it body checks it into a motivational abyss and leaves a note that says, stay uncomfortable. Tank is framed as the guy who still trains like the power company might yank the lights, even though he could just buy the grid and rename it Davis Electric. It's grind mode without...
But the fact that Gervonta, I believe he spars people that are much heavier than him. And man, that upper.
Who do you got?
I would have to bet on Gervonta because for all the little things, all that, and the fact that he's not old.
Yeah.
I think he makes up for the weight situation. I don't know if a guy that size is going to be fast enough to catch Gervonta clean.
True.
Yeah.
But Gervonta might catch him.
Oh, he is going to catch him. If it wasn't Gervonta Davis, it was somebody else in that weight category.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. But Gervonta, I mean, technique-wise and heart-wise, that makes it interesting. Again, kudos goes to Jake Paul because it kind of worked its way up, even though the guy is so much smaller.
Meanwhile, the video throws shade at fighters who get rich and start treating camp like a yoga retreat with alkaline water and scented discipline candles. Comfort doesn't just knock at Tank Davis's door. It gets punched in the ribs and escorted off the property. When he talks about discipline, it turns into a philosophy lecture delivered with fight gloves on. Theme of the scene? Success turns killers into kittens. Hunger keeps monsters sharp. Comfort is betrayal. Hunger is fuel. And the moment you feel good enough, congratulations, you just got soft. The narration hits like Aristotle spent a summer at Doghouse Gym, writing ancient wisdom while dodging hooks. It shames laziness so hard you suddenly want to sprint stairs, even if you live in a flat apartment with zero elevation. And sure, Jake Paul doesn't get roasted outright, but
Year-old Manny came out of retirement after 3 years and went toe-to-toe and arguably beat Mario Barrios. Let's be honest, that's probably more of an indictment on the sport than this fight would ever be, but you're still going to get that feel of like, oh man, here come the novelty act fights. All right, this is what we're doing. I don't necessarily feel that way. You're going to get that feel with a lot of the hardcore.
nah, it's prophecy energy. Tank doesn't look like he's testing a division. He looks like he's preparing to annex it. Fans live for this storyline, the compact powerhouse evolving into a demolition engine. It's not just sport, it's literal anime progression. Message delivered. Pound for pound greats don't just lift, they evolve, mutate, transcend. In Tank's transformation arc, it's happening live in 4K. Then the tone shifts straight espresso to the bloodstream. The voiceover makes it crystal. This isn't a bulk for survival. This is a build for obliteration phase. No marathon strategy, no gentle strategy session. This is structure collapse with precision timing. Imagine a powerlifter who read Sun Tzu and said, cool, but what if we add violence? Tank isn't here to debate rounds. He's here to end negotiations early. So get your fight snacks, stretch those thumbs, and warm up the pettiness, because someone's fan base is going to ascend into pure toxic victory mode while the other logs off for mental health reasons. When that bell rings, history walks in wearing shades and whispering, order up chaos entree with a side of shattered expectations. See you on fight night. Bring your hype, bring your memes, and seriously hydrate. Keyboard combat gets sweaty, and you can't talk smack with Cottonmouth.